Good morning, everyone. The continuation part of ethos important questions we are going to complete in this video. So, what is the next important question we have means that is write the IUPAC name of the major product in Friedel-Crafts acylation of anisole. So, in the previous video, previous question we have discussed that is Friedel-Crafts alkylation of anisole. Anisole formula is what? Anisole means on benzene. If you take OCH3, then it becomes what? Anisole. Methoxybenzene or else phenyl methyl ether is also known as what? Anisole. Phenyl methyl ether is also known as anisole. When anisole treated with acetyl chloride formula is what? Acetylation. Friedel-Crafts acylation means acyl halide we have to take. Acetyl chloride in presence of N-hydrous aluminum chloride. In presence of N-hydrous aluminum chloride. Then what will happen here? What electrophile will generate whenever a mixture of CH3COCl and AlCl3 if you take CH3CO plus acetyl carbocation is generated as electrophile. That will attack either at auto position or at a para position. So what are the compounds will get means? So on OCH3 at auto position COCH3 is attacked. One product, and another product is on anisole at para position COCH3 is attached. Some of COCH3 is attached, right? So here if you observe, this is nothing but acetophenone. This is nothing but what? Acetophenone. At which position methoxy is present? Ortho position. So that's why this is what? Orthomethoxy acetophenone. First compound is orthomethoxy acetophenone. Orthomethoxy acetophenone. And para position methoxy group is there in the next compound, right? So this is what? Para-methoxy acetophenone. This is what? Para-methoxy acetophenone. So which is a major product here? Always para product is major product, right? So para product, they have asked very clearly, write the IUPAC name of the major product in Friedel-Crafts acylation. So major product is this one. This is the major product, right? Major product. So what is the IUPAC name of major product? They have asked IUPAC name means what will you write here? 4-methoxy. See that on which position methoxy is present? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-methoxy. I am writing the IUPAC name here. You can also write this one. IUPAC accepted. This is also the name, correct name only, right? So along with this, if you want, then you can take 4-methoxy. 4-methoxy. See that. This is a phenyl methyl ether. Not ether. This is a ketone. So that's why what we have to write 4-methoxy. Phenyl. This is how many carbons are there in the parent chain? 2 carbons. So that's why ethanol. Ketone, ethanol we have to write. So 4-methoxy phenyl ethanol. 4-methoxy phenol. 4-methoxy phenyl ethanol as the major product. Ethanol as the major product. I am writing here. You see that. 4-methoxy phenyl ethanol I am writing down because here there is no space, so that's why I have written here. You see that. Para-methoxy acetophenone major product we can also write like this: 4-methoxy phenyl ethanol as IUPAC name. Along with this, 2 moles of HCl comes out. So that's why you have to take here 2 moles of anisole, 2 moles of acetyl chloride if you want to balance the equation. So what is the major product means? This is 4-methoxy phenyl ethanol. This is the major product. This is what? Minor product. This is what? Minor product students. We know already this. Right? There is a chance to ask a 2-mark question because equation we have to write along with the major product name we have to write. For name, writing name they will give 1 mark. Equation 1 mark they will give. Now you see that. How does diethyl ether reacts with cold concentrated HI and hot concentrated HI at 373 Kelvin. In cold condition what will happen? At a hot condition what will happen? We will see that. What is the formula of diethyl ether? Diethyl ether is C2H5O C2H5, right? This is diethyl ether. Diethyl ether, RO, R group is what? Ether. Then whenever I treated with concentrated concentrated HI, cold condition. This is what? Concentrated HI. In cold condition, what will happen means equal moles of ether and HI only participate in the reaction. Then what will happen? Any one of the bond cleavage taking place here, either here or here, right? Whenever bond cleavage taking place here, it will get positive charge, here it will get negative charge. Here H plus and I minus ion. I minus will attack at ethyl carbocation, H plus will attack at the oxide ion. Then what compound will get? C2H5I plus C2H5OH will get. Two products you will get. One is ethyl iodide, another one is what? Ethanol you will get. When you have used cold condition, concentrated HI only, but cold condition means both products you will get. One is iodide, alkyl iodide, another one is what? Alcohol, right? In the similar manner, if you take, this is first question answer, students. In the second question I am taking here, whenever diethyl ether treated with concentrated HI at hot condition means here we have to maintain the temperature, that is 373 Kelvin, that is what? 100 degrees Celsius. If you maintain, then what will happen means excess amount of HI will attack. That means what? Here how many ethyl groups are there? 2. So 2 moles of concentrated HI will attack here. How many moles of concentrated HI will attack? 2 moles of concentrated HI will attack. And then what will happen? 2 moles means how it is possible, sir? First, what will happen means, see that this reaction first I will write directly. Direct equation you can write like this. 2 moles you can take, then 2 moles of ethyl iodide will get. 2 moles of ethyl iodide will get along with water. Right? How do we get this one means, you see that I am writing, this is the overall equation. First, what will happen means, see that here I am writing C2H5O, C2H5. Whenever treated with 1 mole of HI, it will produce as like first one only, ethanol plus ethyl iodide. But this is hot condition. Hot condition na, so excess amount of HI will attack. That means how many moles of HI we have taken? 2 moles. So here ethanol, whatever the ethanol is present, that ethanol again reacts with 1 more mole of HI. That ethanol again reacts with one more mole of HI, and it will produce what? Dehydration. See that removal of water molecule is taking place. Ethyl iodide only we will get. Ethyl iodide only we will get. This is the main product here along with this. So how many ethyl iodides we have got? 2 moles of ethyl iodide we have got along with byproduct, that is water, students. So this is the reaction mechanism here. Mechanism is not required. Just I have I am explaining to you how do we get 2 moles of ethyl iodide instead of ethyl alcohol means this is the procedure we have. In case of hot condition, excess amount of HI reacts with ether and it produces only alkyl halides. Only alkyl halides, students. There is a chance to ask in another manner this question. How does a diethyl ether reacts with excess amount of HI also? Excess amount of HI meaning is what? Hot condition. 2 moles of HI will participate. Then it leads to the formation of only alkyl iodide. This is the reason. 1 mole of HI treated with diethyl ether. First you will get ethyl alcohol and ethyl iodide. Again this alcohol will combine with 1 more excess amount of HI, that is 1 more mole of HI, and it will produce again ethyl iodide along with the water, students. This is the reason behind it. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Copy this one. Let us see, students, the one more important question. Predict the products of the following, that is complete the reactions. Complete the following also there is a chance to ask. All I have collected important questions, 6 I have given to you. Any 2 they may ask in the examination. Very important question. You see that this is what? Phenyl ethyl ether, right? Or else ethoxybenzene. When treated with HBr, what will happen? Here there is a chance to break the bond between oxygen and a carbon, or else this carbon and oxygen, which can easily broken. That we have to identify. Here inside the ring pi electron cloud is present. With oxygen there is a chance to form what resonating structures. So because of the formation of resonating structures between this carbon and oxygen, there is a partial double bond character is developed. So double bonds we cannot break that much easily as like what a single bond. Single bonds we can break. So here between oxygen and this carbon, compulsory it is a single bond only. But here there is a partial double bond character. Due to the presence of partial double bond character between this carbon and oxygen, here we cannot break the bond. So where we have to break the bond between this oxygen and this carbon. So oxygen gets negative charge, being a more electronegative. Carbon gets positive charge, students. So in HBr, bromine that is what a bromine will get negative charge, hydrogen will get positive charge. So H plus will attack at the negatively charged oxygen, then compound will get phenol. Then compound will get what? Phenol will get. Yes. Along with this, bromine will attack at the positively charged carbon, so ethyl bromine will get. The same reason, same model question, instead of C2H5, CH3 they have done. Here the bond broken taking place here. Whenever the bond broken taking place here between this oxygen and carbon, what will happen here also? Phenol will get as a major product. Along with this, CH3, I will get. CH3, I. Okay, now like this we have to complete it. Now in this case you see that CH3 taken 3 times C means CH3 taken 3 times C. See that this C surrounding by how many methyl groups are there? 3 methyl groups. That is the meaning of this one. CH3. That carbon surrounded by 3 methyl groups are there like this. That carbon surrounded by 3 methyl groups are there. This is this part I have done here. CH3 taken 3 times C, right? OC2H5. OC2H5 now. Here where the bond easily broken means here both are having the single bonds only. After broken this bond between oxygen and carbon, here primary carbocation will get. Suppose if you break the bond between carbon and oxygen at this position, here we will get the carbocation, right? Which carbocation is more stable? Here tertiary carbocation is found whenever the bond broken between this carbon and oxygen, right? Tertiary carbocation, whenever the bond broken taking place between this oxygen and carbon, here primary carbocation is formed, right? Which carbocation is more stable? Tertiary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. So because of that reason, where the bond broken taking place means between this carbon and oxygen. So because of that reason, what will happen here? Whenever the bond broken taking place between this carbon and oxygen, here positive charge will develop, here oxygen getting negative charge. So positively charged hydrogen will attack at the negatively charged oxygen, negatively charged iodine will attack at the positively charged carbon. Then what compound will get, students? Here tertiary butyl iodide will get, along with the water, ethanol, C2H5OH. The same model question they have asked. See that. Same as it is, in place of C2H5, CH3 is there. Then what product will get here? CH3, in place of ion is given, hydrogen iodide only in both the cases. So CH3, tertiary butyl iodide as a major product. Along with this, methanol you will get CH3OH. You will get, students. Here C2H5OH, here CH3OH, right? Yes. Now in this case you see that one side methyl is there, another side propyl is there, right? So methyl propyl ether. Methyl propyl ether, now this is where the bond broken taking place means how do we identify? In both the cases primary carbocation only developed. Then how do we identify means in which side the carbon is having the more number of hydrogen atoms. Suppose if you break the bond between this carbon and oxygen, here 2 hydrogens are there. Here how many hydrogens are there? 3 hydrogens are there. Which side more number of hydrogens are there? That side the bond broken taking place. That side the bond broken taking place. Less steric hindrance. So because of that reason here bond broken taking place easily, here carbon gets positive charge, here oxygen gets negative charge. Via SN2 mechanism, bromine will attack at the positively charged carbon here, right? That means what? Backside it will attack. Not positively charged carbon directly will form. Backside bromide ion will attack and it leads to formation of water CH3Br, students. So because of that reason, what we can write the answer here? Where the bond broken taking place between this carbon and oxygen, not at this. Very simple. whenever they have this oxygen is surrounding by both alkyl groups, that is what alkyl groups means what, whenever the bond broken taking place between the carbon and oxygen, if you get a primary carbocation only, means you have to check the number of hydrogens. If the number of hydrogens, which side is more, that side bond broken taking place. Here carbon is having the 3 hydrogens, here carbon is having 2 hydrogens only. So that's why bond broken taking place here. So this is one more way we have. So here bond broken taking place means what compound we get? CH3, CH2, CH2, OH, right? On carbon, iodine will attack. Iodine, bromine here they have one. Bromine will attack. That is CH3Br. I hope everybody understood this, right? And this question, we will see that. First you copy this everybody. This question also I am explaining to you. Here there is no space to explain. Copied? You see that. This question also we will discuss. The last question I am giving to you. This is what 6th question. Salicylic acid given. Given compound is what? Salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Orthohydroxybenzoic acid treated with acetic anhydride CH3CO taken twice O in the presence of H+. In the presence of H+. Then what will happen, students? Here CH3CO taken twice O means CH3CO O CO CH3. This is acetic anhydride. Anywhere here or here bond broken taking place. Here it will get positive charge carbon. Here negative charge will get on oxygen, right? Here in phenol, that is what hydroxyl group is there, na? That H+ ion is replaced by this group. That means what, H+ ion will attack at here, oxide ion will attack at here. Then what will happen here? You see that here COOH acids I have taken. On oxygen, which group is attacking? COCH3. So acyl group this is, right? Acyl extra we have got. OCOCH3 group, right? And along with that, what is the side product? Byproduct we are getting is this H+ ion. Whatever the H+ ion released by salicylic acid, that H+ ion is attacking on this oxygen. Then byproduct will get CH3COOH students. Acetic acid will get it as a byproduct. What is the name of this compound? Means this is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid at ortho position, one of the hydrogen atom is replaced by COCH3. So that's why that compound name is acetyl salicylic acid. What is the name of this compound? Acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid, which is also known as aspirin. Which is also known as what? Aspirin students, right? So like this, there is a chance to ask you the complete the following reactions. Very, very important questions I have given to you once you go through these questions also. Okay, now students, copy this. Let us see the next question, students. Write the reactions of Williamson synthesis of 2-ethoxy-3-methyl pentane starting from ethyl bromide and 3-methyl pentane 2-O. We know already that Williamson ether synthesis. What is the Williamson ether synthesis? When alkyl halide treated with sodium alkoxide, then it gives corresponding ethers, right? So sodium alkoxide we have to take along with the alkyl halide. So now starting products, starting the reactants, what they have an ethyl bromide, that is alkyl halide given, and 3-methyl pentane 2-ol. This is alcohol. Ol means alcohol only given, not sodium alkoxide. This alcohol we have to try to convert it into sodium alkoxide. Then only we can prepare ether through Williamson ether synthesis, right? So because Williamson ether synthesis is nothing but what? When alkyl halide treated with sodium alkoxide. So sodium alkoxide we have to get. Alkyl halide already given, but sodium alkoxide they didn't give. Starting material what they have given along with alkyl halide? They have given alcohol. That alcohol we have to try to convert into what? Sodium alkoxide. That means what? This compound we should treat it with what? We should treat it with the sodium metal. Then you will get their corresponding sodium alkoxide. When alcohol treated with sodium metal, then it gives sodium alkoxide, sodium ethoxide. Ethanol treated with sodium and it produces sodium ethoxide, right? We know already that. In the similar manner, this alcohol, whenever treated with the sodium metal, it gives corresponding sodium alkoxide by the liberation of what? A hydrogen gas. We know already that. So what is the compound when 3-methyl pentane 2-ol? See that 3-methyl pentane 2-ol I have to mention you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third position methyl is there, pentane, and second position ol is there, right? 3-methyl pentane 2-ol when treated with sodium metal, then this hydrogen gas is liberated. This hydrogen is replaced by what? A sodium metal. So that's why the same compound in place of HOH we have got ONA. This is sodium alkoxide. This total is alkoxide. This total is alkoxide. Sodium is substituted. So that's why we are calling this is sodium alkoxide by the liberation of hydrogen gas. How many hydrogen atoms are replaced by sodium? Only one hydrogen atom. So hydrogen gas means H2 formula. So that's why only one atom. So that's why half mole I have taken students. So we have prepared sodium alkoxide. Already they have been alkyl halide. These two will combine and produce corresponding ether. How it is? You see that the sodium alkoxide I have taken as it is CH3, CH2, CH, CH3. Again CH. On CH, CH3 is there, CH3. On CH, ONA is there, ONA I have taken as it is. Along with that, starting material, that is ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide I have taken. Whenever treated with sodium alkoxide along with the water alkyl halide, then NaBr will go off. The CH2 will attack here. As it is compound I have taken, see that CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, again CH, CH3. This oxygen is attacked by this ethyl. Right? This is the major product. What is the name of the major product? Means you see that. How do we give the numbering here? See that 2-ethoxy. Why it is 2-ethoxy? Suppose if you have started giving the numbering from this end, 1, 2. On second question only ethoxy is there. This group is what? Ethoxy group, right? So 2-ethoxy, 3, 4, 5, right? On which position methyl is there? 3-methyl, right? 3-methyl. Total chain is what? Penta. 5 carbon atoms are there. So pentane students, right? So 2-ethoxy, 3-methyl pentane is the main product. That only they have asked. 2-ethoxy, 3-methyl pentane. Starting from ethyl bromide and 3-methyl pentane 2-ol. Okay, na? I hope everybody understood. Copy this one. Next question. Which of the following is an appropriate set of reactants for the preparation of 1-methoxy-4-nitrobenzene and why? 1-methoxy-4-nitrobenzene means this is the compound, right? See that 1-nitro, 1-methoxy, CH3O as the major function group than and O2 group. So that's why OCH3 attached carbon we have to take as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1-methoxy-4-nitrobenzene this is. So this compound we have to get. How do we prepare this? Among these two, which is the correct set to get this terrazine, right? And why? See that here, suppose if you take this mixture, whenever the bond broken, if the bond broken between this carbon and the bromine, and here sodium will remove, and NaBr will remove means OCH3 will add, and here you will get this. And here also if you observe, here also Na sodium ion combines with the Br and it produces this again, the same compound. CH3 will attack on oxide, right? Which is the appropriate set? In two cases, there is a chance to get this. But in which case, easily we get this product? In which case, easily we get the product that we have to identify. In which case means here, if you observe, this carbon and a bromine bond is double bond character, partial double bond character, because here lone pair of an electrons will be in conjugation with the pi electrons of this benzene ring, right? Pi electrons of this benzene ring. So here double bond, partial double bond is developed between the carbon and the bromine. But here we are not breaking the bond between the carbon and oxygen, we are breaking the bond between oxygen and sodium only. So it is obviously single bond. We can easily break. So because of that reason, this these two sets easily produce this compound. That is what 1-methoxy-4-nitrobenzene. Easily you will get from these two reactants, not from these two sets, students. So that's why I have written the answer. You see that which is the correct set means second set is correct. How it is means this is the reason. Here Na easily ONA easily broken and NaBr will come out as a byproduct. Right? This CH3 will attack on oxygen, then 1-methoxy-4-nitrobenzene, easily you will get it. Why not in first set means in first set the CBr bond is partial double bond character. That's why we cannot break the bond that much easily, students. That is the reason behind it. Copy this one. Let us see the next question, students. Write the mechanism of the reaction of HI with the methoxymethane. What is the mechanism involved between methoxymethane and HI? We will see that. Methoxymethane is one of the ether, right? With equimolar amounts of HI and methoxymethane. Equimolar amount means 1 mole of methoxymethane we have taken means 1 mole of HI only we have to take. Right? A mixture of methyl alcohol and methyl iodide is formed by the following mechanism. It involves mainly in 2 steps. What are the steps? We will see that. Here methoxymethane being a more electronegative atom, this oxygen is having the lone pair of electrons. So whenever treated with the hydrogen iodide, what will happen means here the bond cleavage is easily taking place between hydrogen and iodine. So it leaves as a I minus ion. Whatever the H plus ion is generated from this, that H plus ion is easily captured by oxygen. That means what? Oxygen is indirectly donating the electrons to hydrogen. Oxygen is losing the electrons. That's why oxygen here will get a positive charge. This compound name is what? Dimethyl oxonium ion, because an oxygen positive charge is developed. But being more electronegative atom, oxygen will accept that positive charge? No, because it is a more electronegative atom. So this is a unstable compound. In the second step, what will happen? So this oxygen is having the positive charge. So because of that reason, this oxygen attracts the shared pair of electrons from this side or this side, and it tries to lose its positive charge. So because of that reason, here sigma electrons are attracted by this oxygen. This oxygen is loses this positive charge and it liberates in the form of methyl alcohol. Here methyl carbocation CH3 plus ion is generated after losing the electron. CH3 plus ion will attack by this iodide ion and it will be converting into CH3I. This process will take place slowly because the cleavage of bond should take place between carbon and oxygen. So that's why this is slow reaction. It is a rate determining reaction. Rate determining step. This is. What is this? This is a rate determining step. So these are the 2 steps involved in the reaction of mechanism of what? The HI with the methoxymethane, students. Okay, copy this one. Let us see, students, the last question of ethers in this chapter, that is preparation of ethers by acid dehydration of secondary or tertiary alcohols is not a suitable method. Give reason. Why secondary and tertiary alcohols are not preferred? Means in the preparation of ethers, we will see that the formation of ethers by dehydration of alcohol means removal of water is a SN2 reaction mechanism involving the attack of an alcohol molecule on a protonated alcohol molecule. First, ether formation from alcohols, dehydration of alcohols to ethers. If you observe the mechanism, in the first step, what we will take means protonation of alcohol step we will take. In that protonated alcohol we will get. In the second step, what will happen means one more molecule of alcohol will attack the protonated alcohol. Between alcohol and the protonated alcohol, reaction taking place in the second step. If you observe the reaction mechanism, that mechanism will take place via SN2 mechanism, right? Involving the attack of an alcohol molecule in the second step. An alcohol molecule on a protonated alcohol. Protonated alcohol we have got in first step, right? Here, attack of an alcohol molecule on a protonated alcohol molecule will take place in the formation of ethers, right? Then only ether formation taking place. In this method, especially whatever the alcohol we have taken, that OH group attached molecule, OH group attached alkyl group should be unhindered. Should be unhindered. Means steric hindrance should not be present. That means what? Simple alcohols we have to take, right? But in the case of secondary or tertiary alcohols, if you observe, 2 alkyl groups attached on the carbon, that carbon only attached by OH group. OH group attached carbon should attach by 2 other different or same alkyl groups. Means 2 different alkyl groups are there, na? Then automatically steric hindrance is more than in the case of primary alcohols. And tertiary alcohols, if you take, more steric hindrance is present than compared with the secondary alcohols also. So that's why in case of secondary and tertiary alcohols, whatever the alkyl groups are attached by the OH attached carbon, it creates a steric hindrance and a nucleophilic attack of one more alcohol becomes very difficult. So because of that reason, elimination to form alkene is favored over substitution reaction in case of water, secondary or tertiary alcohol students. That is the main reason involved. Only this acid dehydration of primary alcohols only preferred in the preparation of ethers, not a secondary and tertiary. Why? Because this is the reason we have. Okay, now I hope everybody understood. These are the important questions we have from alcohols, phenols and ethers. So try to practice all the questions, definitely will get good score. So I hope everybody is studying at home nicely. You have to practice properly for board examination and write the board examination properly, students. Okay, now thank you all and all the best to all. Thank you.